Hey guys, welcome to the Inca Open. That's right, it's the Inca Pies Open, the $1,000 cash prize tournament here. We have the final week of gameplay here, and we're down to the top 4. So what we're going to do, you can see we're in-game, first semi-final, best of 7, masterleaf versus Wookibert. But what we're going to do, we're going to Alt-Tab, again like we did last time. Obviously, spoiler alert, you shouldn't be watching this video, I want to know what happens, but we have just the quick brackets I whipped up here because it's a lot better than Inca's brackets, just a bit easier to understand. So we can see that from the right hand side of the bracket, Phoenix, despite defeating Technique, Phoenix did not show up for the tournament, and Technique was placed in his position. Now, a lot of people don't agree with that. I don't actually agree with it either. It's like Technique got knocked out. It's not fair on the other players. He gets a second shot. I'm extremely disappointed in Phoenix, considering that me and Leaf, really, we talked to him quite a bit over the last few days to get him ramped up for this, and then he didn't even show up. Talk about, like, we were worried if he was going to choke in game, but he didn't even rock up. I'm really disappointed. A lot of people were expecting him to play, and I just have to put it out there that not happy with that there, but you know, it's Inca's tournament, so you can do whatever he wants, and he did decide to put Technique in. So at least we have top 4 players, so at least we have more games to look at. It will be Technique versus Bike Rush, because you can see Bike Rush ripped through his bracket pretty easily there. Dutch and Death Sentence, not really much of a challenge. Technique is on point, of course. If we go to the left-hand side, Wookibert stumbled through his round of 16 in quarterfinals, almost losing to Dimitri. Far out, he might as well have almost lost to Granola or Aggressive Panda or Flame Dream or someone like that. And then Cyberstorm gave him a run for his money as well. All the replays are on gamereplays.org if you want to have a look at those. Leaf had a much easier time, 401 Vision. He did 4-0 Dirty Harry, 4-2-1 Vision. So Vision put up some resistance there, but first semi-final, which what we're doing is Wookibert versus masterleaf. It's a best of 7, so we're going to jump back in because this could go for a little while. I don't want the video to be ridiculously long for no reason, but we are on Smashed Arena, best of 7. This is the first map now. In the first map, again, the tournament organization questionable, but still better than a game replays tournament. You could only play as a vanilla faction in the very first game, so masterleaf down here playing as the green Scrin will be picking, well, obviously Scrin. I didn't do that introduction too well, which means Wookibert is going to be the red Nod faction on the top left hand side here of Smashed Arena. Look at them scouts. Look at dem scouts. What is he doing? He's got an unescorted engineer. That's fine. No, he does have an escort there. That's okay. But he's not. It's not Traveler. Wookibert is here now. Again, a lot of people say, yo, Wookie didn't train that hard for the tournament or at all, and he did stumble through his bracket. Like I said, I'm not really. I'm sitting here and thinking, yeah, I don't think he's going to do too well. These militant squads, I think, are just to deny masterleaf the scouts. And look at the hardcore scouting here. Masterleaf is getting very hard counted here, very hard scout. He lost a lot of buzzer swarms there, and I think that actually made sense from Wookibert. Leaf just bulldozed right down the middle. It's almost as if Wookibert was expecting that to happen, so props to Wookibert. He's shut out the Leaf right now, but look at this. He's actually going for another refinery. He's not going to be going for an operations center, so masterleaf now is in the dark. He's going for his second refinery. He's not actually scouting at all. Look at this. He's like, all right, I lost my buzzers. Let's just chillax here. You know, he's got nothing else on the map. Wookibert now starting to spread his scouts out. He did spend a lot on scouts, but militants are only $200, so they're not exactly super expensive. But Wookibert's just like, yeah, you know, I'm not actually going to flame rush you. And looks like masterleaf somewhat called his bluff. He has a Seeker tank out now, but still he played it very dangerous. If Wookibert did flame rush, look at this, a second Seeker tank coming out now, so we can see the response being forced out from masterleaf. A third Seeker tank is also on its way, so he's going to be searching for whatever rush unit, and still producing Seeker tanks here, so he's 100% expecting a rush. So Wookibert has paid off a little bit now, but the fact of the matter is that Wookibert has not expanded. He's going for a second war factory here. He does have 4 harvesters. 5th harvester is on the way. We'll have to see if he all-ins off this 2 war factory, but a few Seeker tanks were forced out, which means masterleaf economy is behind. He only has 3 harvesters to Wookibert's now 5th harvester coming out, so yeah, it is 5 and 2. Second war factory is down. Masterleaf is going to walk in and he's like, hang on a second, you've got dual war factory and you've got all these harvesters. I'm not getting flame rushed. So, well, he knows there's almost definitely no flame tanks now, and he probably feels safe to disengage. More harvesters coming out now. He's pulling all of his disintegrators, his Seeker tanks back here, and the nerve center. Now, let's talk a little about masterleaf while this just settles down. Masterleaf, of course, has been training pretty hardcore for this. especially with Technique, which would be interesting if Technique beats Bike Rush in the other semi-final, which I'm going to cast. I don't know the scores in either this or the other one. I refused to watch the stream because I was like, I'm going to do the replay. So I don't know who wins this series. I'm tipping Leaf. But, of course, it could be super duper close here. Few Bike Buggy coming out. Of course, Masterleaf is in a stronger position. But, yeah, if Masterleaf plays Technique, that could be interesting because they trained like hundreds of games together. Probably not hundreds, but pretty close to maybe 100. But Bike Rush is, of course, Bike Rush. So Technique doesn't have a good record against him in tournaments. So the nerve center is a bit exposed here. It's not something you really want to lose because that will prevent you from producing the, the Devour tanks. Not going to get it. He is not going to really lose anything though, so that's okay. Put some damage on it. Leaf not even bothering to repair it. Whoa, Jesus. Okay, let's, whoa, what's going on there? The mouse is like, you know what? I'm just going to do my own thing here. That happened in one of the last videos as well. I've actually got a new graphics card in the last few weeks. I got a GTX 1070. Which is a beast of a card. Of course, not to play this game, to play other games. You can pretty much run Kane's Wrath on a Pentium 4, like pretty much anything. Unfortunately, some people do choose to play it on like a PC, which is like 15 years old. It's like, well, if you can't play this game, you really got to question what you're doing. Mechapedes are out off one base, so he did move the drone ship to the expansion, but he does now have Mechapedes coming out, and he's got the lightning spike down. That's just to draw fire. Wookibert doesn't. He's going beam infantry. He's actually going to all in off one base beam infantry. I'm not sure if this is going to work because of the fact that Masterleaf now has Mechapedes out. I mean, he can actually, if Leaf is allowed to build these mechas up, this is a really interesting strat here. He's got a few Devourer tanks, but they are wasting their shots on the infantry there. No mechas go down, which is very nice, and the beam cannons now, starting to get shot up a little bit. That one, they're almost going down. Those Dev tanks pushing the bikes away as well. Wookibert in a little bit of shambles. He's got one of his infantry upgrades, but he still needs the other infantry upgrade, which he's not even researching. He may have forgotten to research that. You need kind of both of those upgrades. He's not going for it. Again, he's sold. He's sold without one of his upgrades. He must be hard on cash right now. This is a really interesting game. Wookibert has tried to execute a one-base strategy, which I must say is pretty bitsy. He really doesn't have a lot of forces here right now. He's got some bike buggy out, or at least some bikes. But Masterleaf seems to be aware of that, and now he's got 6 Mechapedes here. Oh my god, he sold his drone ship. Are you serious? He sold his drone ship in this game here. He must. This must be one of his secret strategies he was talking about here. He's actually all in off this, and he's going to destroy Wookibert's force, which for some reason is sitting outside this base area here. And Wookibert, oh my god, talk about the choke here right now. He's not going to enjoy me saying this because he doesn't like me as a player. But now Masterleaf is in his field. He's calling in the repair drones. This is a disaster for Wookibert. He literally has nothing here to stop this right now. He's going to be bringing in the bikes, but he's going to move the mechas just a little bit, and that's game 1. Oh my god. Wookibert got wrecked. Far out. Wookibert didn't even look like he knew what he was doing in that game. I hate to say it, but Leaf just walked that game there. That's not a good start for Wookibert. He's going to have to really lift his game, and I kind of hope he does, because that was pretty bad. We have 41,742 to Leaf, and Wookibert gets 37,878. So the economies weren't really that different. Leaf does get more. I mean, he is Skrin, so it's expected. But yeah, 6 minutes. Leaf takes a 1-0 lead. Not much I can say about that game. Let's jump into game 2. It's coming up right now. Okay, guys, welcome back to game number 2 in the series, of course. Chaos Striker. Quick shout out, forgot to mention that he did stream it live. If you're watching the stream, there's about 100 people watching the stream, which is pretty cool. So that was awesome there. But we're back into the black hand. Both sides selecting black hand. We're on Forest Arena, which is really interesting because Wookibert had the choice. This is not something I'd expect someone of Wookibert to pick. Normally, you'd be seeing Rift or Dust, or maybe Rift, or maybe Dust, or maybe Dust as well. But he's actually picked Forest Arena here now. It is a black hand mirror. Did he just sell his barracks? He does realize there's a second. Oh, he's actually gone double racks. Okay, so he's gone 2 racks. Did Leaf follow suit? No, Leaf went 1 racks. He placed it kind of in the center, so his units don't have as far to run. So Leaf's economy will be down quicker, and he will have the War Factory out quicker. But of course, Wookibert should be able to capture both of his spikes a lot sooner. If we have a look, the engineer's already over here. Masterleaf is, whoa, he's way back here. His engineers are coming around the bend now, but Wookibert's is already there, so he's going to have these 2 spikes a hell of a lot sooner. The refinery is down for Wookibert here. Places the power plant around like that. It might be going for a flame rush, maybe hide the upgrade if masterleaf gets the scout off, especially over the Tiberium. That's why they turn it like that, because you see the map from this direction, and then if you turn, you see the Tib core upgrade there as well, but or the Tib infusion, whatever it's called. It is called a Tiberium core, isn't it? Liquid Tiberium core. So there you go. But going to come out with the bikes. So Wookibert is a very big fan of the bikes, of course. He likes to bike rush more than flame rush, but he is in a black hand mirror, so flame rushing is a lot more difficult. But if you can get the units into the base, they can do some serious damage. But he is going to go straight down the guts. I'm not sure if he spotted the bike. He will bypass that Confessing Cabal squad, not able to take this down. He's going to come over here. He's going to spot that there is a second, the second refinery comes down now. Actually, it's behind Leafs. Oh, no, that's right, of course, because he went for double racks. I was going to say, maybe that would trick Leaf into thinking, hang on a second, maybe there's some more bikes I don't know about. But he sees 3 harvesters, and there was 1 bike, but I think the 1 bike is a fake. But masterleaf does have a bike out as well, and another bike coming out. So he's continuing to produce these attack bikes now. Maybe a little bit worried. He's chasing Wookibert back to his base. I think he should be pretty safe in the sense knowing that he's actually going to be okay here. And look at that nice marker that he could have even shut down that bike with the buggy, but unfortunately the gun wasn't oriented correctly there. And this is where this super duper micro comes out by players such as masterleaf. Wookibert as well, also very good at it. He's going to draw 5 snipes down a bike as well, but I think he might lose one return. Doesn't lose the Raider buggy as well. Might be time to back off. That Raider buggy has absorbed a lot of damage there. And it's only 1 or 2 bikes here or there. It can add up in the early game, but as the game... all in. We have an all-in from Wookibert here. He's going to send the engineer around the side, perhaps get masterleaf's fast bike, but that'll be a long time before that happens. We have double war factory. We only have 4 harvesters here now. Is it a 5th? He's got 5 and 2, and he's got double war factory. If masterleaf doesn't do anything for at least another 30 seconds, he'll have a big enough force to defend himself against anything. But look at this, masterleaf. Did he spot the all-in? That's the question. Did he spot the all-in? masterleaf does not... no, he has no idea if there is an all-in coming. So, but he is going for infantry here, and I think he expects him to all-in. And of course, he's got black hand infantry, and like a lot of people say, and a lot of people do, it's like if you got Disciple upgrade versus all-in by buggy, you basically won the game, because you can just refine and refine and refine and refine and refine, and they can't do anything about it because they can't rush into snipe harvesters because the infantry are just deathly. Now, Wookibert, his time is about to run out for that because the Disciple upgrade just completes there. And because he has no MCV, his only opportunity to destroy infantry is to build Raider buggies, which are pretty useless against Disciple. And look at that, he's starting to spam. He's like, holy crap, I got to spam the hell out of these things now. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be as cost effective. Even if he kills infantry, I mean, he's got no ability to destroy harvesters. These buggies aren't going to be able to do anything to harvesters. They're purely to counter the infantry, which is much, much, much cheaper than what Wookibert's doing, even though what Wookibert's doing is very cost inexpensive, $1,100 for a bike and a buggy combined, whereas you can almost get 3 rocket squads for that. Leaf is actually getting caught out of it. His infantry are a bit separated. This could be what Wookibert needs to jump on this. Masterleaf getting a bit ahead of himself there. I'm not sure why he decided to leave his base, but yeah, there's too many Raider buggies here now. And where's the rest of the infantry? He has some bikes over here as well. So that's okay. He's going to try to triple pump these out. He's selling for Cabals. He's got a lot of units. He's got some more reinforcements here, but not necessary for him to get caught out of his base. And now he's going to try to fight these Cabals. There's actually quite a number of rocket squads here. And I think, look at that. He's not even really doing any damage to these rockets now. They've got the Cabal buff on them as well. And yeah, see you later. So that almost went bad for Leaf, but he did manage to hold at the line there. Just mass drafting these Cabals, and see you later. He's going to be able to hold this position. He's just completely selling off all his racks as well. He's probably got some units down here as well. He's sending those away. He did lose his spike, so Wookibert did secure that. Did he go for an MCV? No, he's not going for... Oh, this could be an MCV, actually. That's taking a long time to build. I think he's realized, hang on a second, I'm not going to be able to break Masterleaf without an MCV. Masterleaf is about to put his refinery down as expansion. He's actually got some Cabals in there. Could even just put rockets in there. I mean, you can put two infantry squads. I believe it's just 2, not 3. Inside that type of structure. That would be very defensive for that area there. But nonetheless, battle markers over here. He's going to find the buggy force just driving around. He does hold that structure, so that's going to be annoying. Not going to do too much damage. These buggies could just move out of the way. These buggies are coming in now, but again, there's a lot of rocket squads here, And it looks like Wookibert just trying to engage on the T there. He does kill the front squads very effectively, but now there's a lot of infantry joining the fray, and it's like, yeah, that's they just have so much tanking potential. But look at this, Harvester being sniped down. The bikes have been separated here, and he will score himself a Harvest He'll just slowing down Masterleaf's expansion. Masterleaf is taking a very long time. He didn't actually go for a refinery. He's actually gone for a war factory. Taking a very long time. He could actually be taking the Tiberium on the additional field here, because you start with the dry field, and by the time you finish the main, this one has a big chunk of Tiberium on it. But Wookibert, do you have your MCV back? He does have his MCV back, so Masterleaf just kind of sat on his hands a bit there. I'm not sure if he was expecting the game to really end at that point, but pulling out some very peculiar strategies, which you'd expect of Masterleaf, of course. But at the same time, unfortunately, it's backfired a bit. Wookibert can't kill Masterleaf, but at the same time, Masterleaf can't do anything to stop Wookibert recovering. Wookibert will recover very shortly here. He does have a refinery down. Wookibert also has a refinery down, and he's actually taking Tiberium off the additional field, which is something Masterleaf is not actually doing. Bikes are coming around the back. They will find no harvesters there. I believe that Masterleaf may have spotted them. No, it doesn't look like he's responding just yet. It looks like he's responding to this attack here. He's got a handful of Scorpion tanks, which will definitely help him out. Second refinery still not down, and a long way from being completed, so that's what I was saying. He's, what do you call it, Wookibert's got a long time to recover in this fight. And he's probably going to have a second refinery. He might even have a second refinery before Masterleaf. Masterleaf has spotted it now. He's like, hang on a second. You've actually got a refinery down, and you're just about to place a second one down. Raider buggies trying to cut through the middle. As you can see, a lot of the forest has actually been run over, so you can actually see clearly through that gap now, because all those trees have been removed. Oh, it's not removed, but run down, and he will be running into this area here. These Cabals are going to get overwhelmed. There's a little bit too much for him. Sells off the refinery, tries to pull his Harvester back, doesn't want to lose that. Wookibert hasn't noticed that Harvester slinking away there, selling off these power plants, selling off these shredder turrets, trying to get more Cabals, trying to do damage to this Bite Buggy squad, which is hitting the rear of his base. But he doesn't quite have enough here. There's a small force. And more battle markers up there. It's just a tank which was left behind. I don't think he's going to be able to break this with the infantry he has. He's having to bring more infantry down, but of course it's coming in pockets now. Wookibert is able to engage that while it's in those pockets. He doesn't have double ref, but that is prime for a catalyst. Masterleaf, unfortunately, the placement of his MCV prevents him from putting the refineries in an appropriate position there. So if Wookibert was to get down his tech tree, he could be in a lot of trouble. Sells off the war factory. There's a lot of drafting going on here by Masterleaf. He is draft city right now, selling off countless structures. Of course, selling off barracks and power plants is extremely cheap to get Cabals. Even doing a shredder turret is cheap as well. It's not as cheap as the barracks or the power plant, but you know, anything's cheaper than actually producing them from a barracks. Wookibert now has his operations center down. I think he's actually identified this. I think he's going to go for the clicks. Is he getting Dozer Blade? He's not actually producing Dozer Blade, which is very unusual. He's actually got a lot of Scorpion tanks here. He's deciding not to do that. I believe this is going to be a tech center when he does decide to place whatever this is down. He's not placing it just yet. He's going to go for an attack, but Masterleaf has both tanks and infantry. That's a bit of a problem. Reverse move might just cost him that additional tank. Yes, it will. It will go down. Battle marker over here. It looks like some bites coming from the back side of the base. They will find a few rocket squads here, unfortunately, and that will be the death of all of these bites, because Wookibert isn't paying too much attention. I believe two of them will sneak away, but they will run into this Cabal squad here. And they're probably not going to be able to achieve too much. Masterleaf has actually mined most of the field down. Battle markers over here. Oh, Masterleaf has the two fronts attack. He's got an attack over here. The Raider buggies aren't able to cap that just yet, or to pop that. Meanwhile, Scorpion tanks are engaging up here. There's two major engagements. Decoy armor comes on. I think Leaf should be okay down here. Supercharged particle beam is done. Leaf does get overwhelmed there. Those tanks need to get the hell out of dodge. That's too dangerous for him. And Leaf is actually being defended over here on the south side as well. So Wookibert will deflect those attacks very nicely. Has supercharged particle or just regular charged particle. Is he going for a click plant? That's the question. I think we're at that part of the game. He's going for a click plant, but to be honest, Masterleaf has mined out this base. He's mined it out, and he's like, hey, I'm just going to go back to my main now. Like, Catalyst isn't probably going to do too much. Masterleaf needs to identify. He's not going for Dozer Blade either. He is not going for Dozer Blade, and he really has nothing much but these Scorpion tanks. Remember, Wookibert has 3 Tiberium spikes in this game, so having 3 Tiberium spikes is definitely going to be helpful. And there you go, Tib Kemper. Oh, sells his tech center. He's selling for the clicks, I reckon. And here comes the Raider buggy as well. Here comes the Raider buggy. And Masterleaf was trying to get the other one as well. He had a, and there you go. he gets one harvester, but he gets both the refineries, which is important because masterleaf doesn't actually have a refinery. He's got no money either, so he's going to have to sell something. He's going for an upgrade. It was probably charged particle, but he's going to have to cancel that now. He literally has... There's actually a flame tank over here which is getting pushed back. masterleaf is going for an attack over here, but he doesn't have that much Scorp. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Wookibert's got a big line of Scorp tanks here. He doesn't have Dozer Blade, but neither does masterleaf. And masterleaf is not going to be able to win this fight here. Battle Mark, his harvesters are coming across, so yeah, he's sending his harvesters in to fight or to draw fire, but I think he realizes at this point, Wookibert, yeah, Wookibert has too much, and Wookibert does get a win there, so well done. He played a pretty solid game. masterleaf trying the infantry strategy, but he just didn't do a very good job of it. Look at the resources there. That tells the difference. He actually just... He had so much time to get an expansion down, and he just fluffed around. And then by the time he realized, oh, Wookibert's got 2 ref on an expansion, I haven't even got 1. So 11 minutes, 10 seconds. Leaf reading that game wrong there. But yeah, more money went to Wookibert in that one there. $95,130 to masterleaf's 84, 888 there. So a nice 10 grand advantage there from Wookibert, but more importantly, he will level the series. So yeah, he's brought it back, and now from a best of 7 to a best of 5. Well done to Wookibert, but we'll have to jump into game number 3, see how it goes, coming up right now. Okay guys, welcome back to game number 3 between masterleaf and Wookibert. We are on Torment Rift. masterleaf had the map selection, so I would have thought masterleaf would be the one to pick something like Forest Arena, but Wookibert did it. And now Leaf is actually picking Rift, so there you go. On the left hand side of Rift we have the Wookibert himself, who managed to level the series, and hopefully the nerves is settled for these guys, because the first 2 games were really unusual, really peculiar games that you don't see very often. It's not a traditional game, and I think it's because it's this type of tournament. They're all trying to do something that's just going to completely throw the other guy off instead of playing the spammity spam that is normally Black Hand. Wookibert is going for two what do you call it, spikes, and masterleaf has got all the spikes in his mind, which means we have Black Disciple coming up. He's going to get 3 spike. Did he go for 4 and pull a total unleash? No, he's not pulling an unleashed here. He's got additional cabals because he knows maybe Wookibert, maybe he's gone for it as well, but Wookibert has not gone for it. So this is going to give masterleaf a nice edge. The upgrade is completed now. Wookibert's going to notice this on this first cabal squad. I don't believe he can actually kill yeah, look at that. masterleaf shoots first as well. The Disciple just takes so much damage, and that's the end of that one. He didn't even kill any members of that squad at all. He had 2 cabals. He couldn't even kill the Disciple. So there you go. And now he's going to beeline for the engineer of Wookibert. He wants the $500 bonus. Both sides want it, and he is going to get the snipe off Wookibert. This is a bad opening. This is terrible for him. He loses an engineer. Of course, masterleaf will have to make up time. Let's just do that so we can move down a bit further. masterleaf will have to make up the time, of course, that he's lost in researching those upgrades. But he's got a few bikes out. Look at that. And he's trying to expand as well. He's only got 1 harvester. He's 1 harvester. But yeah, Wookibert identifies that he's got the infantry upgrade and actually started to produce bikes himself. But he's realized, hang on a second, no. I can't do this. masterleaf is expecting it. Raider Buggy comes out. There's 2 Disciple squads here as well, or Cabal squads, and they will jump straight into this building. And it's see you later, Wookibert to spike. Unless he's got an engineer that I don't know about. No, he hasn't. He's going to flame this spike down, so he should be able to destroy this spike pretty easily with the flame, which seems to have a pretty tough time shooting that there. It's just doesn't really know if it wants to shoot or not, does it? Look, what is it doing? It's all over the place, so masterleaf probably not too impressed with that, but nonetheless, I don't think Wookibert's going to be able to save that spike anyway. He's got a lot of, he's got his own bikes here, so masterleaf, is he still on 1 harvester? No, he does have a 2nd harvester out, but he's using this time to move his MCV. He's moving it to the expansion, which is, why the hell not, He doesn't have any money to build any structures, so he's just going to move it to the new expansion, so it's already there. Bikes will engage with each other, 1 bike for 1 bike. masterleaf not losing any more, neither was Wookibert, so they're just going to disengage there, trade a bike for a bike. These 3 Cabal squads are actually coming back in now. These Cabal squads can actually destroy, these Raider Buggies are actually here now, so he's going to back off with 1 of his squads. But where are the bikes here? The bikes are coming around, but Wookibert is aware of that though, so it's all a game of positioning. And we have a operations center down as well. That's a very fast operations center with just 3 harvesters, considering he didn't rush. This could be for a reckoner or a flame tank. I'm not 100% sure what he's going to build. He is going to build a flame tank. Is masterleaf aware that flame tank camera? Yes, he is. He's 100% aware of that. And Wookibert actually sold the operations center. So he's just going for this one flame tank. And look at this, I believe that actually bikes will engage down here, but it looks like it was a pretty fair trade by the looks of things. I think the flame tank, the purpose of the flame tank is to go and destroy the Tiberium spikes. It's not actually to catch Leaf off guard, who's got some scouts chilling in the top, some scouts chilling in the bottom. What has he been doing in the meantime? He's got 4 and 2 up, and he's still producing units over here. His bikes did just get cleaned up. Wookibert doesn't really have much of a force here at the moment. It's another Raider buggy joining the party, but it's just Raider buggies because of the Disciple upgrade, which is already done for Master. It's going to come in handy throughout this game, of course, having that done so soon and being able to get into this main game. But these bikes here being funneled in, that's unfortunately might want to get out of there. Flame Tank is here to try to dislodge those spikes. Will be forcing that power plant cell there. Masterleaf, do you have enough to defend this? Not taking the garrison, unfortunately. And yeah, he doesn't have quite that much. He's going for dual war factory. One of his war factories is placed down here. Could be camped. He's trying to go for some draft, no doubt. Meanwhile, the Flame Tank trying to make his way over here. There's actually bikes inside Wookibert's base. Wookibert is getting attacked. He's actually pulling all of his forces back here. He's pulling all of his forces back. He loses a harvester. He will probably lose the second harvester. A Raider buggy comes out. It needed to be a bike. Masterleaf might just all in for this extra harvester here, and I believe he's going to get it. He's so close to getting it. He will. No. He gets it. Oh my god, he just gets it there. But that's important because Wookibert is down to just 2 harvesters now, and Wookie is all in. Wookie is all in. He did do a little bit of damage here, but I think Masterleaf he's got a refinery down. The Flame Tank only took out 1 spike. Wookibert not able to micro that correctly, unfortunately, and now he's moving up here. He does have a Black Hand squad, which is really tanky, but Masterleaf though has Scorpion tanks out. He's identified, so alright, cool. I'll just use infantry and scorpions because you're all in. And he knows he's all in because the bikes went in, unless maybe he thinks it's an expansion. But this scorpion tank, oh, no reverse move, which means he could have got it behind the war factory if he reverse moved straight away, but unfortunately not able to do so. That harvester taking a lot of damage. Wookibert will get a 1-up here and take down a harvester. I don't think he's going to be able to get any more. He's going to have to pull out here. That scorpion tank needs to get back. He's in danger of being destroyed here, and I think he may very well be taken out here. He's going to get that bike. Oh, he loses the scorpion tank as well, so that's important. But Masterleaf just lost a single harvester. He only has 3 harvesters on his main, and he's got 1 harvester on his expansion, so he's not actually doing the greatest. Wookibert actually took the other spike, so do apologize. He did actually take the other spike, which is why he did leave it alive. Battle markers raging here. We got more scorpion tanks. Oh man, Wookibert is putting the pressure on Leaf here right now. This harvester is going to get popped right out of the war factory here. Another harvester trying to reverse move back to safety, but he's full of Tiberium. Maybe it would have been worth just to try to refine that, and now Wookibert here is starting to shut down Masterleaf. Oh man, but the question is, can Wookibert recover? He's actually got 4 harvesters out. He's got 4 harvesters out, but notice, because of those 4 harvesters, this is his only buggy. There's a few scattered units. He's actually trying to go for blue Tiberium. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 6 harvesters. Leaf must have something going wrong, because yeah, I think he was trying to go for blue tib, and now he's like, oh no, I don't want to go for blue tib. He's actually pulling those back. So I'm not sure what happened to the flame tank. We can only assume the flame tank was destroyed, probably by scorpion tanks. So there is some bikes over here scaring him away. He should be able to snipe down that one Wookibert bike as well. Will take it out, but unfortunately not able to do any more damage. I think Wookibert is going back for, he's going back for now. Wow, Wookibert's starting to get a little bit more powerful now. He's got a number of harvesters out, and he's going to get 2 full loads of blue Tiberium. I don't think Masterleaf has anything to stop that right now. He did get a second ref down, 2 harvesters there. We have 2 harvesters there, 2 more being pulled, and he's selling off here as well. But Masterleaf doesn't have any offensive capabilities right now. Oh, he's got these bikes here, which are going to do okay. But wow, these players, they're both on edge. I can just see by the way they're playing, they're both really heavily on edge right now. That Black Hand squad still moving around. Leaf lost actually all the spikes except for 1 have been destroyed, so the spikes have been playing a pretty heavy cost. But Wookibert, 2 loads of blue Tiberium on its way back. There's nothing Leaf can do to stop that. There's bike buggy moving up here. There's tanks moving down the bottom. Shredder turret will force the Black Hand back, able to pick off 1 of the squad members, but there's quite a number of tanks here at the moment. Do we have the Scorps band? And that ref placement is very dangerous. Once again, more harvesters coming out from Masterleaf. He's got 6 on this expansion now, so good job to recover those, pumping out some infantry units and sending them in a line formation. This is what we were talking about before. But this buggy will come in. The Scorpion tank's reverse moving into it. Unfortunately, will Wookibert just go for it? I think he would. Oh, he's actually going to keep reverse moving, so he stopped for a second there, but he will save it. Wookibert expends some units, doesn't really get anything of Masterleaf's. That harvester, though, straight to that war factory for some repairs. I think he's going to leave it there for a little while. But Wookibert He's obviously spotted the infantry threat here, going to move away from this area. And he's got bikes coming as well, but I believe the harvesters are not going to be returning. Yes, look there, you can see one of them there. They were trying to go for it, but he's turned them around. Wookibert, of course, is still all in. I did forget about that. Wookibert has no option to expand right now, and it's going to be hard to deal with the infantry because he's going to have to spam out raider buggies or scorpion tanks here. And of course, masterleaf. Oh, look at this! Masterleaf going to catch some harvesters, some long-range harvesting. This is the part when you get into these type of matchups when you're all in. You've got a leech, and bikes are so good at killing leeching harvesters because you very rarely send units to defend them. And now Wookibert engaging this infantry. He's got raider buggies here, but they're going to be destroyed. They can't fight this much infantry. I mean, even the garrison is still there. He could even take that garrison. We got a heroic unit of some type come through there. I'm not sure what that heroic unit was. I saw a heroic bar come up. It might have been a raider buggy. Oh, he's actually got a heroic raider buggy, so there you go. Didn't even spot that one. May have killed quite a number of cabals. Oh, a few scorpion tanks being gifted here. Masterleaf unfortunately throwing a few scorpion tanks away unnecessarily here. Raider buggies will be engaging though. That heroic one is in there somewhere right on the front line. He is actually doing a lot of damage, that heroic raider buggy. He managed to kill these rocket squads. Not able to garrison the structure either, unfortunately, from Masterleaf. The heroic raider buggy not even taking any damage, not even firing at it. There we go. He finally realized the same. Saying there's a garrison here. I could just take this, and those rockets will be basically unkillable here for quite some time. A lot of raider buggies being expended. Battle marker down here. No, it's just infantry standing on Tiberium. We'll stick on this engagement over here. Moving around now. Are there harvesters? There is one harvester here. He does have bikes, but it's just versus buggies. There are heroic raider buggies there. He could finish that off. No, he's going to go for the harvester. And Wookibert's got a lot of harvesters, but there you go. He threw it in. He has thrown that one in there, unfortunately. So Wookibert, he just got outlasted in that game. He simply got outlasted. He was all in off one field, and he couldn't kill Masterleaf with his one field. So when it got to the leeching stage, Masterleaf, you can see there the resources tells it all right there. Masterleaf able to get an expansion up, which means he has a constant supply of reinforcements where Wookibert has to wait for the leeching harvesters to come in. So Masterleaf will now take the lead once again in this series here. He's up 2 games to 1, able to produce $68,916 to Wookibert's just $55,018, unfortunately there. So a nice 14,000 in favor of Masterleaf. Definitely helps out. You got to remember how much of that would be spent on economy. That's $6,000 just on those 2 refs that Masterleaf places. So, and then additional harvesters. That $14,000 doesn't always necessitate a bigger advantage because most of it was invested in income or economy and not in units. But Masterleaf has done it. He's 2 games to 1 up here now. This is going to be tense. Wookibert needs to bring it back again. He doesn't want to let Masterleaf run away. It's a best of 7. There's a long way to go, but he doesn't want to be on the back for too long. Game number 4 is coming up right now. Okay guys, welcome back to game number 4 in this best of 7 series. Black Hand again. Tournament Badlands is going to be that. Not going to sit on this score screen for too long because we have a pretty intense series here. Very unusual series as well. It's not how you expect these to go, but on the left hand side of Tournament Badlands, playing as the pink GDI. Oh my god, I just said GDI. Far out. Where are the GDI factions? Where are they? Someone play GDI. I think we're going to see GDI in some of the other matchups, hopefully. But Masterleaf is on the left-hand side here, playing as pink. He's got his double engineer. He's not going for any disciple upgrades. Meanwhile, Wookibert needs to bring it back. He's down 1 game right now. He doesn't want to let Masterleaf take this game because then he'll be on match point for this tournament here. And he'll be knocked out, eliminated. He will be sent to the 3rd place playoff if he does lose, or if Masterleaf does lose. 3rd place is still an option for them, but the prize money is all in the 1st and the 2nd, or mainly in the 1st as well. So you don't want to get knocked out here. Masterleaf triple cabal right down the center here. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Wookibert doesn't have the garrison. I think he realizes a second, hang on, we might just want to turn around and take that garrison. Masterleaf not choosing to take his garrison either. He's just moving past it. He wants to get the scout off. Wookibert seems to be aware of this, so, or maybe his spider senses are tingling here. He's just going to be moving back a little bit. And now Masterleaf going to start to spread these guys out. Do we have any operation centers? We do have an operation center coming down from Masterleaf here. This is the first time we've seen an operation center opening in this series right now. It's going to be for flame weaponry, no doubt. He's going to be able to destroy this Cabal squad. He does take out one of Masterleaf, which is nice. Even if you take it out, that's one less scout, one less piece of eyes he's got. But Wookibert is going for economy now. He is going for economy. I'm not sure what he's got planned here. He's powering down his war factory. He's got there is a bike, so I did not see this. There is a bike. Oh, did he see the Reckoner? Did he see the Reckoner? That's the question. He must know because there's only one refinery here, but it could be bikes. It could be bikes. He just doesn't know. He doesn't know what it is. Bike for a bike. He doesn't know if it's bikes, and he doesn't know if it's, or he doesn't know which one it is. It could be bikes because he's seen bikes, but it could be a Reckoner. And a Scorpion tank is coming in, but the Reckoner is already here. Will he sell that? No, he's not going to sell it, and he's going to get right in and deploy. Oh my god, it's got full health. It is full health. Wookibert is in so much trouble. He's going to lose that guaranteed. Masterleaf could have even parked in this area here. He's going to use the cell strategy to make the ball do some damage. Does actually quite a lot of damage there, as you can see. And this bike coming in as well. He's going to flame down all the Cabals, so he's just going for Cabals. That's going to cause his Blackhand to rank up. Oh my god, he's got 2 elite Blackhand. And so much health on the Reckoner when it deploys with its maximum health. It has so much. Oh, Masterleaf, you need to destroy that. You need to destroy this island. Oh my god, he was not watching. That was way too long, by the way. That was way too long. To be stalled on that there, and he's going to get crushed here. He's going to try to move his Blackhand around, which is good. That's very close to that structure, so it's going to be very difficult to crush here. Hopefully not going to lose any Scorpion tanks to these Cabals. Will actually manage to pick that off. The Blackhand are now trying to run out of dodge, but it was bad for Wookibert, but it could have been so much worse there if Leaf had quickly focused that down and then destroyed the war factory. He's going to lose this Blackhand squad, not able to destroy. Oh my god, there's a second Reckoner. Masterleaf has a second Reckoner. It's just rocked up out of the wall. They're coming out of the walls right now. They are coming out of the walls. He's got another Reckoner here, full health deployment, and he's going to get another refinery, not to mention that Blackhand squad escaping to the north is going to burn down the spike. We're not going to look at that because he's going to get his second refinery. Oh, Wookibert is in shambles right now. He's going to lose his second refinery. He needs to be able to replace another one. He's having to sell. He's having to sell. He's going to go for the Cabal squad. There we go. He's going to kill those. He's actually got ranked up Blackhand again. He's got an elite one in there. And of course, they build as veteran because it's Blackhand. But that's a problem. The Blackhand squad now approaching that spike. And he's trying to dance around the Scorpion tanks. Scorpion tanks, of course, can crush. He does put a refinery down. So Masterleaf's not quite done the killing blow. But that was demoralizing for Wookibert. Is he going to lose his power plant? No, he is not going to lose that. This squad here is elite, so we'll be able to make short work of this spike, although they're missing 3 members, so maybe a little bit longer. But is there anything else that Masterleaf has floating around here? Has he got any more shivs in the back of Wookibert? Where is Scorpion tanks? Oh, he sent one up there, and he sent the rest down here, but Masterleaf has 5 and 2. He's got 5 and 2 economy, and he's got double war factory now, and there's only 3 tanks here. You know, he can defend this easily. He doesn't want to really necessarily just gift him that one tank. He can't. What are you doing, Masterleaf? You can't actually beat that. Yeah, get back. He's going to fall back. He's going to go for some bikes, I think. Whoa, he's actually being super aggressive. He's not even waiting for his forces to build up here. He just pulls that one back momentarily just to get it behind. But, whoa, where are you going, Masterleaf? Where are you? I think he detects that he's got an advantage. Maybe he's going to move up here to the top, spam our infantry where Wookibert will never spot it, and then go into his base and destroy everything. But he has got double war factory. Now you can go from double war factory to double infantry. That's easily doable. But I'm just saying it's not usually something you do so fast. Bikes, of course, there by Masterleaf, just keep him busy. His tanks got shredded. Wookibert, having produced so many tanks at the start of the game, is now paying dividends. We've got a battle marker over here. It is going to be another Blackhand squad, so I believe he may have drafted an operations center, so you can actually claim Wookibert's spike. Maybe he's going to claim both spikes. Wow, if he is on 4 spike economy, that's pretty significant. Wookibert trying to go to the bike buggy as well. He's got double war factory. Good job getting his 5 and 2 back up. He's actually got 3, 4. He's got 6 harvesters, which is very nice. But Masterleaf has grabbed the first one. Not going for another engineer though, so he's just sitting on one. He's actually going to burn it down with the extra flame squad. But nonetheless, Masterleaf now going for Dozer Blur. No, maybe there's a flame tank we don't know about. I'm not sure. That Raider buggy drew a massive volley, and that was huge. Masterleaf just lost all of his bikes. Wookibert there is high-fiving right now. He's like, yeah, cool. That was a sweet engage. It's nothing huge, but it's nice enough to be to do that damage. And there's got to be something floating around. There's got to be a flame tank or something. There's no way Masterleaf would produce that operations center. I mean, you don't produce a tech structure without using it straight away. Otherwise, it's just kind of a waste of money. You know, it's like you're gonna build it, you want to use it. It does save the spike. Nice work there from Masterleaf. These tanks will be pushing him back. I've got to keep an eye on these battle markers. Nothing happening over there. He did save his spike again. Wookibert is able to crush the Blackhand squad. Very nice, very nice. Does sell the Operation Center. What is the Operation Center for? Not Dozer Blades. I can't see any flame weaponry or any Reckoners or anything like that. Maybe he just built it by accident. Maybe he was planning on doing it, but he realized he didn't have enough. Masterleaf, though, has got a refinery down, but his war factory, his MCV placement, again, is one of those things. Well, there we go, there's the flame tank, but he has been spotted. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be any more floating around, unless there's one around the bottom as well. No, I can't see anything, but I was going to say, it had to be there somewhere. It had to be there, but Wookibert's had to come across it. But going back to what I was saying before, Masterleaf's MCV placement is going to allow for clicks again, because his ref is here. To put another ref, it's going to be like here or here. It's going to be super close. So that's a problem. And my phone is going off. You're supposed to be on silent. But nonetheless, we've got Wookibert moving back here. He does pop the spike, so Masterleaf is now down to 2 spike. 3 spike versus 1 is really good. But now that he's popped 1, he's kind of edged that advantage just a little bit. But Wookibert has double refinery down here. He's moving this game here. We are going to have a game which is going to go for quite some time. I believe neither side is in a position to kill each other. Masterleaf has rebuilt some of his bike buggy, but Wookibert is full into the Scorpion tank production right now. And Masterleaf just evacuating there. The good thing is that Masterleaf is camping both the blue fields, but the thing is he's not actually going for any... Oh, look at that. He did place those refs far enough apart, but it's a little bit extra travel time there. Doesn't seem like much, but it does add up when cleaning up the field. He's got a lot of harvesters, so there'll probably always be a queue, so not too bad here. No operations center coming back down. Does have an upgraded power plant. Battle markers over here. Look at this. He's actually snuck in behind the bike buggy of Wookibert, who tried to go for that. Wookibert's bike buggy is on the wrong side. Leaf turns around. He had a harvester on its way. He had his harvester. He's actually decoyed army his harvesters. I think that was to try to lure Mark, but I think he's seen it anyway. But he will move through. He's not going to be able to destroy any more harvesters. His bike buggy got shredded a little bit. I think he probably should have evac'd a bit sooner because he's lost most of it. Battle marker over here. Do we have a big engagement happening? There's no dozer blade for Wookibert. There's no dozer blade here for Masterleaf. Does he have it? No, no one has it, but he's going to be fighting at his war factory here. This is going to be pretty intense. They need a micro in this engagement. There's another engagement happening down here as well. There's Scorpion tanks moving into this field over here, but they're just firing on everything. Wookibert has a superior force here, but he's actually falling back. Masterleaf's got him scared. Masterleaf has got him scared, and now he's able to rally additional tanks here to his cause, and this harassment over here is causing problems. There's additional Scorpion tanks here now. He doesn't have enough to defend this out. Another Black Hand squad there, which means he probably had an operations center. Yes, he did, because he upgraded his power plant, but not able to get dozer blade. Snipes the harvester down. He's just ignoring the Scorpion tanks. He's ignoring them. He focuses them on them now because the harvesters were pulled back. But this is some pretty good harassment here from Masterleaf. Not able to do too much more damage here now. And Wookibert pulled most of his tank force back. Wookibert could have punished Masterleaf, I believe, if he pushed the attack. But of course, he couldn't see too far into the fog, not realizing that Masterleaf didn't have that much more left. We'll snipe down the power plant here. I don't think sniping that down, that one's worth it. Yeah, he's going to back out now. There's a little bit too much here for him. But again, Scorp spam is on the cards for this game, and there is no dozer blade from either force. Masterleaf now getting cleaned up. Oh, he got a harvester. There's a dead harvester. He actually got another one. Oh my god, Wookibert unfortunately unable to prevent his harvesters from being destroyed. Again, Blue Tiberian from both fields, not able to be even touched at all. No, neither side is able to do anything about that. This spike here starting to fall. Masterleaf is going to try to come forward to defend it, but I think he's going to be a little bit too late to the party. It drew a lot of fire for him. Oh my god, he's going to be able to save it. He's going to be able to save that just in the nick of time. I think Wookibert could have got it, but unfortunately not able to do so here. And Masterleaf will hold that spike. What's he doing now? He's got a tech center. He's going for dozer blades. Finally, we have dozer blade. This could even be Tib Core Missile, because I think he's looking to spam a lot of bikes. He's got forces up here. Meanwhile, Wookibert is going for that upgraded power plant. That's important. That was a lot of power, and now he's able to target these other power plants down. That's most of Masterleaf's power. It's all of his power, actually. He hasn't got anything. He needs to be able to defend that base down there. He's only got this small hit squad of tanks is actually doing a lot of damage for him. All reverse moving into a superior force there. That's not good at all. He might be able to take that down. He will be moving back to the bottom of the field here, but all of a sudden, splitting his tanks up like that, he's actually got tanks over here as well. So these tanks are doing okay, but the other forces which were split up, not able to achieve too much. His main base is being cleared out, but he's clearing out Wookibert's main base as well. We have a few bikes running in as well. Bikes right in the middle. There's so much happening. There's forces all over the map here right now. He should be able to score that harvester. No worries, that harvester is history. Wookibert now starting to flood all of his units back. Masterleaf, does he have dozer blade? No, it's not completed yet. Oh my god, these guys really stalling on cash. Neither side able to get that upgrade at all in this series, and now he's going to evac out. A lot of those tanks are on fire. They are just backing out now. Dozer blade just about to finish, and there we go. It does finish. He didn't get Tib Core, by the way. He got charged particle, so now he's got an advantage on his tanks. Oh man, you normally see that upgrade very soon, but this game's been going for quite some time before they actually managed to get that done. And now Masterleaf has cleaned up this field here. He's like, yep, cool. All these harvesters are done. Chemplan is down. He's actually going to call in the Seed Tiberian first straight away. And he's going to try to defend out Wookibert over here. There is an obelisk, which is a big problem. He's going to have to back off straight away. We've got a battle marker down here. Bikes are running in, and I think they're going to be in here for the clicks. A lot of these harvesters are pretty squishy. We'll take one straight away. Battle marker over here. A few Scorpion Tanks moving up behind Masterleaf. His MCV is under attack. Oh my god, if he gets the MCV, it can't deploy on that terrain. Masterleaf is going to lose his MCV. Oh, that's a big win there for Wookibert. He's only got one Warfetch. He'll have to reproduce that. No clicks coming down. I don't believe there was any clicks coming down there just yet. He's trying to focus down the blue tip harvesters, but of course that means Masterleaf is unopposed. He's able to destroy all the Scorpion Tanks there. That's very well done. But now he's got no power, and he's going for the power plants as well. He's like, you know what, I'm going to go for these power plants. If he gets that power plant, that'll be critical. Masterleaf not even bothering to repair it right now. He should be able to save it regardless. I think, yeah, just barely holds on to that one. But he needs an MCV like there's no tomorrow. Battle marker down here. Masterleaf is pushing. This game here is really going wild right now. They are not stopping for anything. Wookibert does not have Dozer Blade, and I just feel he's starting to fall apart a little bit here, but he has got his MCV at the center, and Masterleaf is going to have to leech undefended harvesters, but he is pulling in blue Tiberium. We know for a fact that some of these harvesters were filled with blue Tiberium, and he's able to reproduce now. He sold off the chem plant. No clicks coming down. It probably wasn't worth it because Wookibert just has his two harvesters there. I don't think it was worth it at all. He only really got it for the seed Tiberium ability, I believe. I didn't see anything else go off, so he's going to be able to get 3 full loads off the middle field here, so that's going to help him out as well in his push. Wookibert cancelled whatever it was, unless he placed something down I didn't actually see. But his base is in pretty big shambles right now. Masterleaf does have a lot of harvesters. He's actually producing purifiers now. I'm not sure what the purifiers are for. Maybe it's just a single purifier, or maybe he's going to get a couple of them up. Obviously they're very expensive, but if you get enough of them, they're actually quite powerful, but they're very expensive. He does have Dozer Blade Scorp, which gives him an advantage. He knows that Wookibert doesn't have Dozer Blade, so he knows he's always got an advantage in the Scorp fights here, unless the positioning is really bad, or the numbers is really bad for him. But he's going to chase Wookibert out of this area here. Both sides are going to be trading tanks right now. Masterleaf decides to just pull back just momentarily there, just to get outside of range. Again, this tip field not touched, but Masterleaf, of course, has completely sucked up that blue tip field. Masterleaf, of course, holds 2 spike. Wookibert holds no spike, of course. So that's important to mention. Masterleaf must have destroyed the top spike because we can see there's a bit of Tiberium there. But Wookibert now falling back into his base. I believe he might have sold. He sold his MCV. He realizes now he doesn't have enough money here to try to get an expansion up. Masterleaf is producing purifiers back at home, and this game here is starting to move outside the reach of Wookibert here. He will push this attack back very cost effectively. That's nice, but Masterleaf, yeah, that's it. He realizes now that Masterleaf has the center field, and he only has those Scorp tanks in reserve. Purifiers aren't going to die to those, but that game there was the longest game of the series so far, and once again, not your typical black hand mirrors. They're not what you're expecting, and you can see right there at the end, the blue Tiberium, Wookibert not being able to refine. You know, that just, it says it all right there. Wookibert is losing the late game economy right now. He doesn't have the money to reproduce the units that he's losing. Masterleaf does. They're both microing pretty well. I mean, Wookibert's even getting the better of some of these, or majority of these engagements, but unfortunately not able to capitalize it. Also, $95,212 to look at that, $128,592. So that was significant. We got $37,000 in favor of Masterleaf. So that's why he won the game right there. That's why he won that game. And of course, at the start, double reckoner. Wow, Wookibert didn't see that and he got straight in. But Masterleaf has Wookie on the ropes. 3 games to 1. It's match point. Can Wookibert make the comeback he needs? I'm not quite sure if he can. We're going to jump into game number 5 coming up right now. Okay guys, welcome to game number 5 here in this series. Masterleaf leads it 3 games to 1, so he's in a position to close the series out. The question is now, can Wookibert do 3 in a row versus Masterleaf? I mean, the games have still been pretty close, but Wookibert has just taken the critical economic damage. We're on Torment Arena now. And if we jump over here, Masterleaf will be on the bottom right hand side, and he keeps changing his color, because why the hell not? So I have to keep changing the scoreboard. Masterleaf, pick a color. But he is black hand against Wookibert. This man is on the ropes. He needs to win 3 in a row to not be eliminated from this tournament. He made it to the semifinals. He barely made it to the semifinals. He's shown us some pretty decent gameplay, but unfortunately Masterleaf has the mind games. I think Masterleaf has just got that aurora around him. Look at this, he's got an extra engineer, so Wookibert, for the first time in the series, is going to do something super fancy at the start, and I'm surprised he didn't do more like super rushes or all in or more bikes and stuff like that. He seems to be just trying to eco a lot of these games and then go into that type of aggression, but masterleaf just seems to read that a bit like a book. 4 Cabals? Okay. Oh, look at this. 4 Cabals versus 4 Cabals. Okay, this is going to be intense. Who's going to win this fight? I don't even know. And, oh, Wookibert cake with the delicious Belgian chocolate mint marble cake there. Oh my god, he just screwed around. He did kill 1 squad, but masterleaf still has 3 full squads here. And I believe it's going to be an operations center that's coming out from Wookibert. So Raider Buggy will be sent. But no, he's actually going to go around, so he's not even going to worry about killing these guys. The Operation Center, if he puts it way over here, he's going to put it over there, but he still needs to get the Reckoner. He hasn't even got a Harvester out. Oh my god. Oh, that's right, he had to build a Raider Buggy, so I would have just completely... He would have to go on balls to the wall, just not even go for the Raider Buggy. He's actually going to move the Engineer away, and Leaf is going to spot this. Leaf is Reckoner rushing as well with a single Reckoner, and he's going for bikes. This Reckoner is taking some hull damage, which is important. Every piece of hull damage counts. And a Reckoner is coming out from Wookibert here. He will put the Black Hand and the Engineer, and I think he's going to deploy next to masterleaf's MCV, and in the confusion of all the flame weaponry, try to actually take it. But masterleaf is here. Now, this is only 1 flame unit here, so he can try to defend this out. He's not even repairing the War Factory. He hasn't even got the repair tool down. I think he's just going to go for the repairs. masterleaf could even just flame down these bikes which are shooting at him. That he could just destroy them almost instantaneously. The Engineer is going to come out in time. He is going to get the full repair off, but he needs to make sure this is dealt with. Battle marker over here as well. Bikes versus buggies marked on the side here. He will actually be able to destroy this. So nice work, Wookibert, not losing anything. But can his Reckoner do the damage that is required? Gets a nice crush off. That's a nice hold from Wookibert. The Reckoner has not been spotted by masterleaf. And if he deploys, like I said, if he deploys next to the MCV... whoa, what are you doing? Wookibert! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh no! Oh my god! Why would you... What are you microing? Oh, that is game. The flame tank is actually going... He can't even bail out because it's shooting napalm all over it. Oh, Wookibert... I think his plan was to deploy next to the MCV, flame down something while masterleaf was distracted with the flame, get the Engineer into the MCV, capture it, sell it, grab another structure, game's over. Wookibert, he just sat there. I'm like, you can't do that. If you're microing a Reckoner, you've got to be on at all times. It can't be not moving. And masterleaf has capitalized on that error there. Now he has a flame tank out as well. He didn't do any damage to Wookibert, but Wookibert at the same time did nothing in return. So masterleaf has 4 and 2. Is he going to go all in? Let's have a look here. Not quite sure. Wookibert is 2-1. Oh my god. He doesn't have a refinery. He needs to get his refinery down now. Battle markers are starting to approach. There is an Engineer here as well, and it will be sniped. Wookibert. Oh, it's all over. Wookibert's like, yep, I can't win from here. He could have had that game. And it's his own fault. And he's probably screaming at me right now, oh, Green Zero, stop hating on me. But everyone saw it. I mean, honestly, and I think everyone was expecting masterleaf to win the series, and he has come through and won the series. So he wins it 4-1. At least it wasn't a 4-0. Wookibert did put up again. In those fights, Wookibert did pretty well, but at the end of the day, just not able to do the damage he needs. So 14,786 to Leaf to just 11,554 to Wookibert. It's only $3,000 in it, but I mean, that's where you get in a 3.5 minute, or just a shade under 4 minute game there. Well done to masterleaf. He will make the grand final, where he'll either play Technique or Bike Rush Owns, depending on the outcome of that game, but I will be casting that, so stay tuned to my channel, because Technique versus Bike Rush is up next, and then after that we have the grand final of the Inca Open, which will also be on my channel. But stay tuned. I'm Green Zero. Well done to masterleaf there, and I'll see you all in the next video.